Did it help you feel more confident going into the investment transactions?
Absolutely. Nerve-wracking, because obviously that was our first time at a REM.
Yep.
But to be able to walk out and our head was still spinning saying we've just purchased 2 investment properties, and trusting that our financial and our wealth strategists, they know our numbers. Wasn't ever very good at math when I was at high school and still am not. But so they know the numbers, and if we give them all the information, they work it out and they say you can do that, and trust them. And trusting them and knowing that it's working, and we're 12 months later and
proof's in the pudding.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Money isn't the root of all evil, the fucking lack of it is.
Not money, the lack of understanding money.
When I put that into emphasis, when I realised that psychological effect and how it hit our family, I FTB all the fucking way.
You are now watching the Money Mentor podcast
With Graham Home.
Graham Home.
You're fucking gone. See ya.
Welcome back to the Money Mentor podcast. This is an episode of Changing Lives Financially. We are joined here by Terri Ann and Noel. How are we, guys? How are we feeling about being here?
Super nervous.
Deep breaths, deep breaths. We're just going to talk about all the wonderful things that you guys have done. So tell us the story. We want to know it all, the background, the history, how we met, everything.
We've got a long time.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. So we met when we were 26. We started dating. The first start of him, me thinking he was lovely, was he kissed me hello. People don't do that.
Was this on the lips or the cheek?
No, it was the cheek.
Was
the
the cheek.
admittedly. But yes, so we, the history is we were together for 2 months and it was a leap year. So he told me I had to ask him to marry him because it was a leap year.
Because it was a leap year.
It's only fair, right?
I'm like, what are my parents going to think? But anyway, I did. New Year's Eve, up on the night, the stage at a nightclub, asked him to marry me. He didn't actually say yes, but he took the ring. And,
No.
Yeah, well, he didn't. I think he was embarrassed, but yeah, he took the ring and, and 14 months later we got married and we're about to celebrate our 29th wedding anniversary.
Oh, so you did something right because that was very quick.
Yeah,
It was very quick, yeah.
it was.
Yeah.
It was his fault.
Yeah.
Yes, and I had 2 children, single mum, and we've had 2 more children since then, and they're all grown up into young adults.
Yeah.
And we have 3 grandchildren. Yeah.
And what about the financial history, buying a home together? When did that happen?
I guess the first home we bought, we were in Katherine, and we bought a place that was a bit of a nervous time with us with the work and everything like that. But I don't think Terri Ann was 100% sold on the house, but with
It's
a lot
a starting point.
with a lot of work and money that went into that place, we bought it and lived in there for 2.5 years, around that sort of time frame, and then moved on with work and sold it the following year. So, and then from that point on, bought and sold to wherever we were sort of living.
Yeah, because we've got Defence Force in the
Correct,
family. Yep,
yes.
so a lot of moving around and
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
So every posting, everywhere we went to, we'd have sold a house and then bought a house, but never as an investment, always as a primary living in.
So we'd make a little bit of money from the sale, and then buy bigger and have a bigger mortgage.
So we were in that almost refinance cycle, but it was like the buying cycle.
Correct.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Correct.
We'd always keep getting out those 30-year home loans and, as you said, go
That's
bigger.
right,
And
Yeah. More children you have and the bigger the
bigger
house.
rooms,
and
more rooms you need.
I
yeah.
guess keep up with the Joneses, buy those Louis Vuitton bee things.
Oh, Gucci shoes with bees on them.
Yeah. So, and I think so we've always bought turnkey. The landscaping was all there, the house was there, and we just revamped the landscaping to what we'd like. But the last house we built from the ground up,
Yeah.
we said it was going to be our forever home. we've realised it's just forever now. Sorry, Shanice. Our daughter said, is this your forever home? So her our granddaughter knows that that's where Queenie and Papa live.
Yep.
But yeah, it's
Yeah, not a
forever
chance.
now. So
Okay.
yes, and we built this 3 years ago, and I realised that we were 52, about to retire, in 8 years, and the bank had given us a 22-year loan,
Yep.
and I'm like, I'm not working for another 22 years.
Not
so
good at math, but it didn't work. Yeah.
Didn't
Yeah.
quite add
No.
up. Yeah.
I wasn't
8-year
even
retirement
very good at
goal,
math.
22-year
That's right,
loan.
yeah.
Yep.
So I didn't go searching. G come up on social media, and I listened, and I said to Noel, let's do the webinar. So I signed us up. We did the webinar, and we were sold pretty much.
Pretty much,
So you're
yeah.
both on board pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Within 5 minutes. And the numbers don't lie when you put your numbers in. But we signed up for the masterclass then. My concern was how am I going to get Noel to sit still in an office for 2 days?
Yeah.
Noel's a very active person, doesn't like to sit still, but super proud he stayed.
Good work, Noel. You did it.
It did. I did get through it, yeah.
Yeah, and he, again, was sold pretty much halfway through the day, I think. And I think that night everybody was pressing G for how much we want to sign up. And as soon as...
He's all want the sales
Yeah,
pitch after
yeah.
5 hours.
Because I think it's too good to be true. Like, we just want to start this journey, and we
Yeah.
want to start it now. And yeah, so we signed up. Well, we did the information that was requested of us, and then I didn't want to press the green button to go. So Noel, I said, you can do it. Because I was thinking, what if it is a scam? Very nervous.
So there was a little point in that journey where you're like, this might be too good to be true, a scam, or we're getting locked into something.
And that came
Okay.
from me. He was sold. He was like, no, let's do it. Whereas I pushed it, and then I was nervous.
Yeah.
Like, what have I done? What have I signed us up to? But again, the numbers don't lie. And
Yeah.
I think we got excited about the fact that we can pay off this mortgage that we've just started. I think we were in it for 10 months.
About that time, yeah.
And again, we live from pay to pay. We made sure the bills were paid, but anything left was spent on the landscaping because, brand new build, there's still dirt around, so we still need to do the landscaping. So, yeah, all the bills were paid, but the rest of it was spent on around the
Bits and
house.
pieces around the house.
Yeah.
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 So you'd moved into the home, we'd finished it, we've got no savings whatsoever.
We had a little bit in respect to Tiny. My dad had just passed away, so I got a small inheritance. And again, if we didn't have that inheritance sitting there, we wouldn't have been able to pay to join Infinity because we did live from.
So that was
pay
your
to pay.
sign-up fee?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Wow, gone.
Which is interesting because we're not on bad wages,
Yep.
and it just goes to show, you can be on a good wage and still have no money. So, yeah,
Yep, that's
arrangement.
a classic tale we hear a lot.
Yeah.
We're earning good money, but feeling like, where's it going? What are we doing with it?
That's right.
Yeah.
And we didn't pay. I think we might have paid an extra $50 a month off our mortgage only because it rounded off. I'm a round off numbers girl.
You're like me, Terri Ann. I'm the same, yeah.
This, $3.15, it just doesn't work. So, I don't know. I paid it off to the round number, but it really wasn't going to get us anywhere. We weren't educated that you could pay more off your loan. We just made the minimum repayments and thought that was what was required. Weren't educated into you pay a little bit more, you get it paid off quicker, and we also weren't educated that interest is calculated daily.
Yeah, that's a big one for a lot of people in the
Yeah.
masterclass, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'd also done everything that we thought was good and what our parents had taught us. If you had cash, you pay cash for everything. So we paid cash for the block of land. We paid cash for our cars, both
yep.
cars. We paid cash for our caravan. We also bought, it's not quite an investment property, but we do own another property before Infinity, but my mum lives in it.
Yeah.
So gated community, she pays the site fees and electricity, but we purchase the property for her, so we don't benefit other than capital. But we didn't understand any of that back then. And I just said to Noel, it's forced savings. So, but yeah, we paid everything with cash. And we've learnt not the best way.
Well, the land for the home's okay because we don't want as much debt on the home, but all the other stuff,
Yeah, so yes.
Our depreciating assets. What were some of your biggest takeaways? And I'd love to hear from both of you. Your biggest takeaways from sitting the masterclass, what you learnt during those 2 days.
Okay, with myself, I like to do things straight away. It's got to be done. Yep, I was sold on it. I was, okay, this is taking too long. Let's get started, sort of thing. But that was the biggest thing for me, having to wait
till the end of the weekend.
That was hard. But in saying that, you did hear all the good bits and pieces that the Infinity family come out with. So if I did get up and walk away, I would have missed out on a lot of that as well.
Yeah.
And to be able to bounce off each other with that information as well. You know, Terri Ann will be say, "What did you say? I didn't understand it," sort of thing. And I'll go, "Well, I'll do my best," and go from there. And then other people asking the same questions in there as well, sort of thing. So
yeah, and I think other people asking the questions that we would never write in the chat bar and ask a question, or we'll just wait for somebody else. We're not that out there.
Yeah.
But somebody will ask the question that
you all have the same
mind.
questions.
Yeah, exactly. Generally it was, how do we get this started? But for me, my mum says that we're Mr. and Mrs. Instant. So, and we are. Once we're committed to something, we want it to work. We're very competitive amongst ourselves and want better for ourselves. So,
absolutely.
Yeah.
It's good to have that drive though, because that's going to motivate you to keep pushing forward.
Absolutely.
Okay, so we've done the webinar, we've done the masterclass, we've signed up to work with Infinity from there. Talk to me about the journey that you've had so far.
The journey. So
it actually took us a little while to get into it, didn't it?
Yeah, I think
with all the initial paperwork and things like that.
Because we're very thorough, right?
Yeah.
We want to make sure we've crossed every T, dotted every I.
Yeah, it seemed like there was a bit of a pause there to start off with. And like I said, we're very, okay, what's going on here?
We want it today.
Let's get started. And I think it was probably 3 months before
it was July. We signed up, and then it wasn't end of August. So it was a little while. So we were a little bit concerned, is this going to happen for us? But once it happened, it was, just full forward from there. So,
and then we went to, so where did we get the first property from?
We went to REM the following August. So we had a few things. We had initially, obviously, we paid cash for all the extra bits and pieces. We had our mortgage, our primary principal, at $440,000.
Okay, so that's where we started.
Yep, that's where we started. And we also had a $6,000 credit card. We didn't ever pay interest, but we did put things on it. It wasn't maxed out. It was just one of those things that if we didn't have the cash at that point, we'd put on the credit card and then pay it off later on.
So living backwards.
Yeah,
pretty
much. But we had no savings again, so we lived from pay to pay. Then we went to REM in the August, so 12 months later. And actually, no, sorry. Lou rang us. And we didn't, it was before the REM that we got our one property in Northern Territory, our one investment property.
Me too.
And Noel was always about having investment properties, but I was like, I didn't understand them whatsoever. I didn't know how. I knew you benefited from them, but I didn't know how. I'd never bought an investment property before. But we we started with the one investment property in the Northern Territory, and then we went to REM in August of the next year, so 12 months in, and walked away with 2 more investment
Another
properties.
2 from that real estate mastery.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
3 total.
Three
Three in
total.
total.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you ever think that would be possible when you started this journey? What were your expectations when you started?
Pay off the mortgage.
Yeah, I think,
And that's it.
I think that was basically it. Yeah, it's just to get through the defence. We had that opportunity to retire earlier than most people, so wanting to take full advantage of that and have our primary principal paid off. I think that was the goal, and
Yeah.
we weren't really at that stage looking at anything else. But then the discussions through Infinity and everything like that opened our eyes up a little bit more, and hey, we can do this, and why not?
Yeah. Because I know with you being in the Defence Force, you would have a pretty decent superannuation defined benefit scheme, right?
Yeah.
So as you said, you're fortunate enough to be in a position where you could retire and you know to be comfortable.
Yeah.
What do you think drove you to want to do more than that though? Because look, some people may just go, oh, I'm fine, I don't have to focus on anything else but
Yeah.
what I'll get at the end. What drove you to want to do more?
I think for me particularly, Dad, right? So Dad would do everything for his kids. Having the 3 girls and Braden there sort of thing, to have that availability to go, you know what, help them out where we can later on. They don't get it just yet. But, you know, I'd have that the surety, the choices available to us later on in life and everything like that to have more investment properties that go here, do that, and know that we're okay.
Yeah, that's a good answer. So do you feel like what you're doing is helping shape some behaviours and attitudes in them?
Hopefully.
Yes.
They listen.
They listen. There's definitely discussions.
Yeah.
You know, and there's definitely concerns from their side of the fence as well. Hey, mum,
Oh,
dad.
Christmases
a
won't be as
cold-
big. Yeah.
The Christmas party. Oh, you have those bands at
Oh,
your Christmas party. We know them.
Like,
we follow
you saw
them.
Cyril before we did?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like they're all, well, our eldest daughter and our youngest daughter, they're both at that age and the mindset they can purchase. Our eldest daughter's partner has investment properties, but they rent vest.
Okay.
And we've expressed what we do with Infinity, and they have questions that I can't answer. So they'll go along and do what they need to do, but when they see the success of us paying off our mortgage in such a short time, I think that's when they'll be like, oh, hang on a minute, how do you do that? So
Yeah. Because what is the mortgage at now?
197, just under 200.
That
Yeah.
is a huge reduction.
Absolutely.
And when did you sign up?
August 23.
That's huge in 2 years.
Yep.
So my goal was, I think it was mid this year, I said, okay, I want to get under 200,000 by Christmas.
By Christmas, yeah.
I was going to say,
Yeah.
did I tell you that? I wasn't
you
sure.
did.
I often have these strategies and forget to share.
You start
but
having conversations in your head and
I'm the banker. I'm the
financer.
the finance.
yeah.
CEO of finance. That's it. I'm the CEO.
Noel's
of
just
finance.
along for the ride.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he'll ask, can
Oh,
I?
hey.
Can I? I'm like, no. But yeah, like we have our FFF, and we stick to that. And
What is your FFF? Just
610.
okay.
Weird number, but that's how we pay our bills.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wanted to get it under 200,000 by Christmas time, and we actually did it at
You
the
did
end of October. So yeah,
Which
and
is
I
amazing.
Forgot to tell Erin, our relationship manager, and she was so excited.
She was, yeah.
She would.
yeah.
They're all your biggest supporters, the
That's it.
relationship managers. What's the new goal now? What are we setting our sights on now?
So Terri Ann, I think it was just before the Christmas party, mentioned to Erin that she wanted to have Erin set her a goal of how to pay off the rest of the money by end of next year.
Okay. So you want to do the rest in another 12 months?
Yep.
Yep.
Absolutely.
How are you planning on doing that, guys?
Sticking to the budget,
Yeah. Reducing it a little bit, maybe?
maybe. Yes.
Possibly.
Depends how many coffees one has. He's a coffee mogul.
But yeah. I mean, it'll happen. We'll do it. So there's no doubts we will. Terri Ann said, "Hey, I want to do this," and I've gone, "Yeah, okay, we can do it." So it'll happen. So
Just got to set our minds to it, and in the end, it's a bigger picture to not have the mortgage to pay. And
I'm sure it's sooner to Europe, but anyway.
Oh, is that a goal as well? Europe.
well, it's our goal when we retire at 60, but I think
We can
it'll
do that
come
a little
earlier.
bit sooner than that.
Sounds good.
If
Yeah,
we pay off the home loan in the next 12 months, why can't we do Europe?
Yeah.
that's it. 6 weeks in Europe.
Aaron's going to go, oh my gosh, as soon as we pay the home loan off, they're already spending my client's money.
I think Aaron's already wanting us to get a couple more properties, so yeah.
Yeah, she would.
It'll be good.
Is that something we do want?
Definitely.
We're not going to stop.
So we don't want to stop.
Nope.
We want to keep going. Okay.
Definitely keep going.
Has that changed the way you think about continuing to work? Because I know you'd set yourself the goal of retirement at 60. What does that look like now?
Life's too short. We're definitely
We still want to do that?
still want to retire at 60, if not before. But retiring, it just means we're setting ourselves up
Yeah.
for that. It's certainly not going to, it's not going to happen overnight. But
And to be honest, I don't think I'll fully retire anyway.
Yeah.
I'm not that type of person. I can't sit down and watch the midday movies.
You can't sit through a 2-day masterclass, apparently.
did very well. He stood
Yeah.
up and, did his exercises at the back, but no.
But it'll give you choice, right?
That's it.
You'll have more freedom to make the decision to go, well, we're bad debt free now.
Yep.
We're not relying on the bigger income anymore. I can make a choice. Do you feel like that's in your sights now?
Absolutely.
Well and truly.
Yeah.
Probably sooner than what we really expect.
Yeah.
So, and like Terri Ann said, to go from a potential 22-year home loan to what the original figure was 4 years, 8 months with
5
Infinity.
years, 8 months.
5 years,
Wow.
8 months.
We're
And then to
planning
blow
for
that
3
out of the
years.
water. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
I think you're ahead of that.
Yeah.
You're
well and
absolutely
truly.
ahead of that.
Yeah.
I think just having that mindset of setting a goal, and as I said, we're competitive with ourselves, so set a plan and just stick to the strategy and stick to the budget and all those. We were big spenders, just for toys and clothing. I'm a mad clothing purchaser because lose weight here, put it on. Not anymore after 60 strong though. And Noel likes his toys, so we were big spenders, and we also like our home to look
nice.
beautiful.
Yep.
And that all comes at a fee.
You should take pride in your home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it all costs money. So, we've gotten it to the point that it still looks beautiful, and those little tweaky things, they can wait. They're not going to go anywhere. But as we've said previously, it was meant to be our forever home, but it's a forever now. And we did have the discussion the other day that if we did go to sell in the next 12 months or whenever, it'll sell as it is. It's just the finer details we'd like. But that can wait.
Remember, it's what you like. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's right. Next people can do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you just mentioned you were big spenders before, and obviously you've started to shift away from that. What do you feel like's been the biggest moment in your education through Infinity that's allowed you to have that mindset shift around just spending everything?
Well, I don't know if it's... I just think having someone tell you,
Yep.
to be honest. Actually stopping it wasn't an issue, but to have, for instance, you come up here and say, "Hey, Noel, Terri Ann, stop spending money," and we're going, "Oh, okay." So
And having somebody accountable, having us to be accountable to somebody, I think that's a big thing. And I love that because you can't be naughty and go spend little bits and pieces.
Because we're watching.
Yeah,
We'll
'cause
see
our
it all.
relationship manager's always watching. So, but it's good. The things that we were buying, like as I said, we got paid fortnightly, and we would spend. We'd make sure the bills were paid. There was a budget there for that, and say $2,000. It went on whatever. That's $1,000 a week.
whether it was dinner or take the family out for dinner or
Yeah.
anything like that, it's money's money, right? It's there to be spent as far as I was concerned. So a lot of it did go on family. we'll go out somewhere for dinner, and Terri goes, "Oh, we've got to pay the bill." And I thought, "No, it's already done for the whole family and everything like that."
Yeah,
So,
he would often.
Yeah.
He would do the bill.
Just
at
always
the
be the
end.
one
Yeah.
to
Tap, tap
be ready
road.
with the card.
but that's okay.
But that's that's family, and we didn't do it all the time. But $1,000 a week, $52,000 a year. That's a lot of money.
It's crazy when you look at it like
you
that.
can't look back and go, what do I have to show for 52,000? We have memories for sure, but memories can be made at another point
Yeah.
in time, and they can be bigger memories.
Well, if you spend this much time paying off that mortgage, getting rid of that big bad debt, you can have this much
Yeah.
time to have more cash flow to do those things. And that
Exactly.
can be your why
Absolutely.
you want to do it. We want to pay the home loan off so we can give a little more to the family and be
Yeah.
those people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's just that small sacrifice, right?
It
Small
is.
period of time. 2 years has gone like that.
Yeah.
I swear we just had Christmas.
I
Now we're
know.
having it again.
But I mean, now that you're really in the thick of things, do you really feel like you're missing out on anything though? No.
No, actually,
absolutely
no.
not. No.
No. As long as I can get my coffee once in a while, I'm good.
Maybe a coffee machine for Christmas.
We've got one, trust me.
Oh, so we need to use it.
Yeah, we need to use it. So, no, it's good.
Okay. What do you feel like has been the hardest personal habit you've had to break or unlearn during this journey?
Just to be structured with with the spending.
Okay.
Know that the FFF is there for food, and we don't have that much fun, because obviously
I don't know. You were at the Christmas party. That was a lot of fun.
that was lots
That
of
was
fun. But we used to have date nights, probably once a month. We don't have date nights as much now because I guess food comes, as long as we've got a roof over our head, food on the table and the bills are paid, and we're spending time together, then it's great.
It's okay.
If Noel goes away for work, then I save money because we don't spend as much on food.
So the FFF comes down a little
Yeah,
bit.
and
Yeah.
then that extra
It's
gets
extra
swept
sweeps,
off.
yeah.
So not that I encourage him to go away often, but it's good because when he comes back, we do spend quality time together, and I'm happier because I've got more swept off the mortgage.
You can show him what you've done. You can have a
Yeah.
little
Yeah.
brag when he
That's
comes
it.
home.
I get those messages on the phone. I've swept another $200 off. I'm going, oh, okay, no worries. So yeah, it's
because
just-
you're not here.
That's right. Yeah, and it is. It's incredible just the difference. One person being away and that little extra that can be swept off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard for the rest of our family, or especially the kids, I guess. We have one daughter that lives with us still, and she's all about being social and going out, and she's a foodie. She loves eating out, and she'll be like, "Mum, can we go do this?" And I'll be like, "Oh, I don't have, my funds don't reach that far."
Yeah.
So
Does that make sense to her yet?
I think so.
Somewhat, I think now it does. Yeah.
It's the terminology. I used to say we're broke. That's not the broke
We've
word.
shifted
didn't-
our language, yeah.
So now she knows our goals and what we want to do, and where we want to be. So
yeah. And she's part of that as well.
yeah, but she lives with us, so she's part and parcel of it. But another goal for us in the future is to purchase a house for her.
Okay.
Because she is on a disability.
Sorry, Erin, have
pension.
we told you this?
Don't think we knew about that yet. Yeah.
Because she's on a disability pension, so she got priced out of the rental market, hence why she come home and lived with us. And she wants to be independent, but on a disability pension, she would never be able to afford it.
Yeah.
So that's a goal that down the track we would like to
Give
be
her
able
some
to,
independence.
Yeah, buy a house, put it in her name. She does maintaining, and the rates, etc., etc. But that's what we can do for her. And it's the same thing what we've done for my mum. Being able to give to the family and have them have a roof over their head and not feel so desolate. So
That is very beautiful what you've been able to do for your mum, and then to want to do that for your daughter as well. Do you have a time frame of when you'd like to achieve that?
We've said give us 5 years.
Okay.
To her, obviously, talking to Erin and everything like that will take time and have to, I guess, build up what we have in the background with investment properties as well.
Yep.
And there'll be a time that Erin will come back to us and say, all right, now's the right time. Let's do something. And, it'll be on Infinity's timeline, not
Yep,
ours.
when we can
and
make it work.
And she's
Yeah.
aware of it. So, yeah, we'll go from there. We'll make it happen.
I have no doubt you guys will.
Absolutely.
But we've going to pay off the home loan.
Yep.
We've still got mum's property as well, which we'll probably start tackling at some point as well. And you've still been able to buy some investment properties through Infinity. I think we're totaling over 3 million
Yes.
in a portfolio.
That's correct.
How does this make you feel?
Well,
Never thought I'd be in that situation.
Yeah, it was funny because Terri Ann was only saying a couple of weeks ago, "Oh, I don't feel like a millionaire." And I've gone, "Well, technically you are."
Yeah.
And she goes, "No, I can't be. I'm not a millionaire." You know, so there's the headspace, the mindset, everything like that has to change to go along with this journey.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Has the mindset started to shift though? Are we starting to believe it?
She tells me she's a millionaire and I'm not.
Because she controls everything.
It's funny because when I have those, not negative thoughts, but I don't think we're doing as well as we should or could. And Noel will be like, no, we're doing amazing, blah, blah, blah. And then I'll be like, no. And then Erin, a relationship manager, is like, no, you're doing amazing. I'm like, okay.
Oh, so
I just
we
need
believe
that-
Erin,
I
not
just-
Noel.
Yeah.
I just need that other pat on the back, I think.
Yeah.
To solidify what we're doing is a good job.
Yeah.
Because everybody's journey is different, everybody's story is different. But as long as we're moving forward and getting rid of our mortgage and not giving money to the bank, that's positive.
Yeah, that's a huge thing, right? And how do you think it's shaped your relationship? How, being in the Defence Force, of course, puts a lot of pressure on a relationship, finances, it makes you kind of question, is it worth it at times? How do you think now working with Infinity, it's reshaped that?
Actually, I would say Infinity is very much like the Defence Force.
Okay.
There's not been a time.
I'll just tell you what to do and when to do it?
Yep.
100%. 100%,
much.
yeah, absolutely. And Erin will testify to that. She'll go, "Noel and Terri, and I only told you this last week and you've done it." And we've gone, "Well, you told us to do it."
We're listening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, to be honest, there's no big change for us in that respect. We're
Yeah.
comfortable. Everyone we've met is we feel the same as if we were still in the defence.
So it's a
that different family, but
different type of
the same.
family.
It's a different, I
Yeah.
love that. That's cool.
Yeah.
Disciplined and want more and very structured people. And as long as, we're getting the great advice to move forward,
Yeah.
which we do with Infinity,
You just take it.
Yep.
we'll
Yeah.
just take it and run.
I think
So-
it was a little bit of a, I can't think who we had initially, but not able to be using the super fund or anything like that.
Yes,
There was
with
a
the
bit of a,
defined
Why
benefits.
can't we use this? But yeah.
It's too good a scheme to let go of.
But,
Yeah.
we'll see how we go now that we're moving things around and see what we can get done with super or self-managed or a trust or
Yep.
whichever way we decide to go with. So
Yep, awesome.
Yeah.
And talk me through your experiences with the team, because you've got quite a large team that you work with at Infinity. It's made up of a financial planner, financial strategist, a wealth strategist, relationship manager. Talk me through that experience and how you find that.
We've had, with Infinity, obviously, we've had a few relationship managers. Initially, we thought, what have we done? Are we the wrong
Is it
people?
us?
Yeah, is it us? But, they've either been promoted or they've moved up and moved on. So, we have to be happy for them because they're learning and they're growing. We've had Erin for, I think, over 12 months now. And I think that structure of having the one relationship manager is great. Not saying, the others weren't, but I like the consistency. Our wealth strategist, we just touch base with them when we are at the point that we can move forward with something else. But majority for us and our experience is with our relationship manager
Yeah.
at this point in
100%.
time. But again, if they say jump, we just say how high. What do we need to do to get to that point? So, yeah.
And what else do you think Infinity has offered you? I know you said you did 60 strong. Talk me through some of the other stuff that you've been involved in with Infinity.
So Noel in January, I think it was, started 75 hard.
Sorry, 75 hard. I
No,
think I
yeah.
said 60 strong. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Terri Ann
did 60 strong.
Yeah.
Yep.
But Noel did 75 hard, and I was super proud of him. He didn't finish it because of work. He was stuck on a plane for work and can't really.
Oh, you didn't do your 45-minute workout down the aisle?
No,
It's
it's a bit
not
hard
classified as
sometimes.
an outdoor activity.
Yeah, oh, true, yeah.
Well, technically,
Well,
I
you're
was
up the sky,
outdoors,
really.
wasn't I? Yeah.
But he did really well, and I was super impressed. And I guess we always, obviously for me, I was in the military for 30 years, and again, being told what exercise I had to do and how long I had to do it and what time frame I had to do it in. When I got out of the permanent Air Force, I thought, I'm not going to do a little bit of exercise if somebody tells me I'm going to do me. And I am very competitive with myself. So, as I said, Noel started 75 strong. He didn't quite finish it, but I was super proud of him for the effort that he put in. And I'm always looking at bettering my health, and we are getting older and wanting to be around for our grandchildren. So when the 60 strong challenge come up, I said, I want to do it. And I'd been watching everybody else previously. So signed up and did extremely well. Surprised myself that I actually exercised every day for 60 days.
That's incredible.
Surprised myself that I actually drank 3 litres of water. I don't drink water.
Because that's
I
the
do
hardest
now.
part, the
Oh,
water.
it is, isn't it?
Well,
Yeah.
when
yeah.
you're working out and you're getting hot and sweaty, it's easy. But I'd never worked out before.
Yeah.
So I didn't get hot and sweaty. I was a couch potato. But I did really well. And we finished that last Thursday.
Yep.
Who am I? I got up on Friday morning and went to the gym. And
So we're still sticking to the habits.
so
I
I'm not
love
doing it 7 days a week. I'm doing it 3 days a week, but still eating healthy.
When do you sign back on?
Yeah, so still working with Casey.
Yep.
Oh, nice. You're
to-
with Casey.
Yeah,
Yeah.
to learn to maintain.
Yeah.
Don't want to go back to what I was because I lost quite a substantial amount. But it's healthier, getting our wealth healthier and getting my body healthier. And we're not getting any younger, unfortunately. So we've got to look after what we've got to be here for the grandbabies. So
Yeah.
and each other. So.
Oh, thank you.
Of course. Exactly. And what was your experience like?
Yeah, 75 hard was it was interesting because yes, we do go down those lines of you got to go do this, got to do that sort of thing. So that side of it to me wasn't a problem. It was more, how am I going to do this in my busy day sort of thing, and listening to the other people talking about things when they were doing it. A lot of the time, I was finishing exercise 2 minutes to midnight.
Wow.
At that time, cutting it really
Yeah.
close at times, but still getting it done.
Yeah.
And I was definitely feeling better for myself or anything like that. But I've always been one of those people. I've never, through the defence, we do our PFTs and things
Yep.
like that. I'll just go do it. So I've never trained or anything like that.
Whereas
Not
me,
liked sometimes because
3
of it.
months I had to start training to pass it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that to me, it was a more of a mental thing for me rather than a physical.
Because you're so used to structure. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, the hardest thing I think was 75 strong was reading.
Oh, really?
I
Okay.
despise reading.
Okay.
So, actually, to read a book, to
Sit
sit
down
down
and-
and have
yeah.
to read a book. I did it, but did not like it.
But that's a good thing that you were able to push yourself past something
Yeah.
that you're like, this is just so out of my comfort zone.
simple as it is,
Which is so
right?
simple, exactly. But it got you, doing
Yeah.
something you wouldn't normally do.
That's right.
We broke the defence man.
Yeah. He did well. He did well.
It's an amazing feat. And are we happy to share how much we each lost?
I lost 6.8 kilos.
Oh, that's so good.
I can't remember. It was
I
so
have
long
no
ago.
idea. I did lose. I think I was down to 89 kilos. That would have been about when I finished about 3/4 of the way through, and I was down probably about 6 kilos as well. At
That's
that point.
incredible.
So yeah,
Yeah.
So really good.
And how do you feel about the Infinity community as a whole? Because we're very big on that. We're happy to put all of you in a room together to talk to each other and swap stories and whatnot. How has that helped shape your journey?
It's funny. The first Christmas party we went to
That was at
in
Dalton House.
Oh, I was going to say, did you go to the
Yeah.
black
Yes,
tie event?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, all dressed up. Thanks, G. But
Yeah, I don't think we'll ever do another black
he was
tie
very
again.
hot and sweaty.
Hey,
Yeah.
I was smart. I look smart.
We're the best.
Yeah,
time.
you know, and I'm not an out there person. And Terri Ann came up to me after that, and she goes, "How many people did you talk to that night?" And I've gone, "All of them, I think." So,
That's awesome.
yeah, to get out there and I guess it's that the comfortable feeling
Yeah.
that's put across by the staff and the people that are there and everything like that. So to get out there and meet new people as part of the experience as well. So
Make some friends along
If he
your
saw
finance
people,
journey.
yeah, if he saw people standing there by themselves because they didn't look like they knew anyone, he'd go up and say hello and introduce them. But we've met some amazing people that we're still friends with, and we
Yeah.
caught up at this Christmas party again. We met some people at REM, and we caught up with them, and they're just like-minded people. You wouldn't sit down. We wouldn't sit down with our family and discuss investment properties or where we're at with our mortgage, or but we feel comfortable doing that, discussing that with anybody within Infinity, and just asking them how's their journey going, and like-minded. I don't feel it's rude if anybody asks us.
Yeah.
It's just, it's another
We're all happy to
family.
share.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
well, what about that lady at the Christmas tree?
Kmart Christmas Appeal, we came down to
Yeah.
Broadbeach to do it with Infinity people, and we all walked into Kmart, and this lady said to me, "Excuse me, this is a silly question." I said, no question is silly, ma'am." She's like, "But who are Infinity?" And I explained, that they're our finance and our brokers.
Yeah, we
and
tend to stick out, don't we?
I think
That
there
many
was
in black
about
t-shirts and
100
Kmart?
of us,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
and I said, but if you have a mortgage, look on social media, and look for the Money Mentor.
Oh, I love it.
But yeah, look, we stood out, but we were there for an absolutely amazing cause, and to be able to give to children that are not as privileged as our own children is just, it's
Another part of
heartwarming.
the great family
Yeah.
that
And
we're
what
part
we
of.
and what we
Yeah.
do, yeah.
That's
That's
exactly
one of my
right.
favorite times of the year is when we get to go do that shop.
Yep.
It's
Absolutely.
awesome.
Yeah.
And just going back to REM, so our real estate mastery, how did you find that event? Well, did you think it was quite important for you to attend something like that when it came to the investing side of your journey?
Absolutely. I think there was the different side of what we saw, apart from just paying the loan off, the mortgage off, to go down and see what time was invested through and from Infinity to us on how we can do things, and really the focus on when you're ready and don't do it if you're not, and talking to all the different people.
And just the education that you can listen to the news and get snippets of what the media think, is happening out there in the world, but to get the real and raw education of the statistics, that was an eye-opener for sure. So,
Did it help you feel more confident going into the investment transactions?
Absolutely. Nerve-wracking, because obviously that was our first time at a REM.
Yep.
But to be able to walk out and our head was still spinning, saying we've just purchased 2 investment properties, and trusting that our financial and our wealth strategists, they know our numbers. Wasn't ever very good at math when I was at high school, and still am not. But so they know the numbers, and if we give them all the information, they work it out, and
Yeah.
they say you can do that,
You can do it.
and trust them, and
Yeah.
trusting them and knowing that it's working. And we're 12 months later, and
Proof's in the
Yeah.
pudding.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was actually told at one point to slow down because I said to
Yeah, we
Erin,
have to tell a lot of you
yeah,
that.
I want another one. She goes, no, not yet.
Eager. He was very eager.
Yeah. What do you feel like's been the biggest thing that you've learnt about each other through this journey?
God, how much she puts up with me. I guess there's a lot of, and I don't want to say this in a bad way, but Terri Ann will come to me and goes, I didn't understand that. How did you take it?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You know,
So it opens up dialogue.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And I'll go, blah, 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 blah. And she goes, oh, I didn't hear that. And I'm going, oh, then I'll go, did I hear it right? And, you know, and then we'll again put those questions down and ask Erin or whoever's available at the time.
Because I think I'm still processing something that's resonated with me, and then I miss the next bit. And then I'm like, oh, hang on.
Because there's a lot of new information, right? There's so much that we teach people that they've never heard of before, right?
Yeah.
So it's going to take a bit to go, but we've always been taught this. What do you mean we do it this way? Don't pay cash for cars. Like, there's so much new information, isn't there?
Yep.
Yeah.
And then something resonates with me or vice versa with Noel, then we generally talk about it later on and strategize and work out where we want to be. So I guess it's opened up. We've always been very open and talked and spoken about our finances.
Yeah.
But I think to have the one goal to work towards and be on the same page and be hungry for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess
It's
the other
great.
side of it is Terri Ann's pretty much been the finance person in our house because I've gone away a lot with work.
Yeah.
And it's just obviously not practical to do it. So
I gave it to you once.
she wants to.
I went
But,
away for 6 months and I gave it to him and he did a shocking job.
But I guess.
Well, we know our strengths, right?
Yeah, thank you. I haven't been ignorant, but I've been ignorant
Yeah.
of what we've had. You know, I've gone again. It's just money to me, so it's not a big deal. So to have that understanding together, again, that's brought us. Infinity's brought that back to us, sort of thing. So I don't know everything still, but generally, I know what's going on and everything.
Yeah.
like
I
that,
don't have
so,
any side accounts or slush funds. We have the one account.
Yeah.
I'll be checking that with Erin.
No, it's good. Yeah. We're on the same page.
That's an awesome thing because we're very big on that, right? We won't take on anyone who's not on board to work together on it, and one's in and one's out. So
Yeah.
that's good that that's helped shape that. What would you say to another couple that's maybe in their 50s and feeling like they're behind, it's too late, and maybe scared to do something like this?
Watch the webinar.
It says it all.
I only just did it a couple of weeks ago. Sent the link to a couple
Really?
of friends.
Yep.
And I haven't bothered them. I've sent the information and it's up to them.
Just let them figure it out.
that's
Yeah.
it. But
Do you share much with your friends, and how do they take it?
Not really. Yes and no. It's interesting because if you said to me, "Hey, pick 3 friends," I could pretty much tell you right now who I'd pick and say, "Hey, come see this with Infinity," sort of thing. Because there were those cautious, even mum, dad questions: "Are you really doing the right thing?"
Yeah.
And with friends also saying the same thing as friends. And there are those same friends that go, Terri Ann said the other day to a couple of our friends that, hey, we're going to pay our house off next year. And they've gone, really? Through Infinity?
Can you do that?
Yeah,
And we're like,
and we've gone,
absolutely.
Like, what have you done? 5 jobs? Or what?
No.
Yeah, so, you know, there's a little bit of the osmosis
Yeah.
sort of learning or
There's so
understanding.
much fear bred in our society.
It is.
Right? There's so much education that we're not getting, and then all the media stuff is just always doom and gloom. Like it becomes so ingrained in us that we have to like pull it out
Yep.
to
And it is human nature to worry for other people.
Yeah.
You know, so, but for people to see what we've done, and even our girls, our eldest, Shanice, I can remember one time, Dad, I want what you've got, but I want it now. Yeah, okay. But
Yeah.
you've got to work at it too, sort of thing. You know, even like the girls have been very slow to understand, or not come on board, slow to understand what we do and how we're doing it, sort of thing. But they've all have that respect for us to understand, oh, Mum and Dad are doing this and it's actually working.
Yeah.
So although we're not forcing it, and I would never force it down anyone's throats, it's there, it's happening naturally.
You're open to share it if they're open to it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if people ask, we've had a couple of Noel's work colleagues ring and talk to us both over the phone and ask us questions. And I guess on social media, you'll see that we've liked it. Oh,
What's this?
And
yeah.
I know another couple around where we live. I saw, that they'd liked it, and I'm like, oh, they're with Infinity as well. So it brings the community closer
And we saw them at the Christmas party.
Yeah, when you know that they're close by. But yeah, we've explained to a minimal if they ask questions, but if it's their choice with what they go with. So
Yeah. Wow, guys, you've had an absolutely incredible journey with us in 2 years.
Yeah.
We're going to be probably bad debt free in about another 12 months with a couple of investment properties.
Not
we'll try
probably.
to.
Not about.
Definitely.
I love it. Pulling me up now, Noel. Far out. She's right, though. It's all in the language.
Yeah.
We're going to do it in 12
Yeah.
months and hopefully add a couple more properties to the investment portfolio. So we'll do a part 2 to the podcast. So let's aim for that.
When we get 8,
Oh, wow.
7 or 8.
We've got a big stretch goal there. Okay. We'll talk
Seven's
to
a lucky number.
7 then.
Okay, so 7's the goal. All right. So we're going to talk to the finance strategist.
Yep.
Thank you so much for sharing all of that. Do you have any questions for me at all? And no pressure if you don't.
No real questions. But to say thank you to all. It's
Yep. We wouldn't be where we were today if we didn't run into Infinity.
Yeah.
That's right.
Or didn't
yeah.
see G on social media, and
Yeah.
it's changed our lives.
It has,
Yeah.
truly, truly.
Yeah. And you coming on to share your story on the podcast just means we can help other people as well. So thank you so much.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
Awesome,
You're
guys.
welcome.
You fucking gone. See ya.